is Matt Kinsey. I was born and raised in Silver Spring, Maryland, and this is the story of my faith. I was raised an Episcopalian and attended church from about the age of 7 to 19. I served as an acolyte when I was a kid, my brother and I both. And my parents' family, we went quite regularly to church, but then by around the age of 19, we just kind of stopped going. My older brother had gotten married and moved out of the house and raised his own family, and so it was just me and my parents, and we kind of just didn't really go to church anymore, and I went off to college and graduated, and from about 21 to 35, I never really attended church. I went into my job and worked, and then I also began a second career working in nightclubs and bars on the weekends, and got into that whole party scene, drinking and having fun and that sort of thing on the weekend. And probably like most people thought I could handle what I was doing, and got to a point in my life where it reached a serious situation, and I realized that I could not stop doing some of the things I was doing. I just kind of was doing the back of my head. I came from a good family, and I'll be okay, and one day I can stop doing all these things. But it was on a particular day where I had just finished a couple weekends of going out and drinking and that kind of thing, and I remember thinking one day in the shower, I was like, I just can't do this anymore. My body can't take it. I can barely remember what happened the night before. It was taking a toll on my memory. And it occurred to me in the shower on that day, I said, I can't go out again tonight because I almost died the other night. I won't get into too many specifics. And then I said, but I can't stay home because I don't know how to just sit and do nothing on the weekends. So I just, it was kind of one of those situations where I felt like, if you ever watched the cartoons of the Roadrunner, where he would run off the cliff, it was Wile E. Coyote, he would run off the cliff, realize there was no ground under him, and he would be like, bye-bye, and he'd fall. That was me. It was like, you can't go left, you can't go right, you can't go up, you can't down. There was nothing I could do other than to I literally, in the shower, kind of got on my knees and prayed to God. I said, and the words came out. I said, Jesus, please save me. And so I got out of the shower. I picked up my Bible, which I had read before as a kid and as a teenager, but it never made sense to me. I started in the book of Matthew, and I read the Gospels. And as I read every story about Jesus healing blind men, and he kept on saying, go, your faith has healed you. And as I read that, I thought, I get it, this all makes sense to me now. If he can do this for these people, what I suffered from was far less than blindness or leprosy or whatever else. And I believed it with all my heart, and for the first time in my life, the words jumped off the page and made sense to me. And it just saved my life at that moment. And I knew Jesus was the Savior, and I knew that all the searching I had been doing had come back to the faith I was raised in as a kid. As I prayed to God, he said, get to know my son. And that's what I did. And I started in the Gospels and just believed every word of it, and I never looked back. This will be my first time making a conscious decision as an adult to proclaim my faith publicly in baptism. So this is why I wanted to do.